episode 2 of the Blackout podcast. We back better than ever. We got more lights, more cameras, and our mics actually work this time.
Yeah.
We got Dewan behind the camera, still taxing us. Terrell, Jalen, what's up?
Yo.
Not much, brother, not much. Before we get into today's subjects, I just want to thank all y'all for the feedback and everything on our video. It means a lot to us. We want to keep hearing that critique.
Yep.
See things we can improve on. Hear y'all's opinions. It always gives us more ideas. Thank y'all for that.
118 views. Appreciate it, guys. Share that.
118.
118.
Let's go for more.
How'd y'all feel about
Or is
the
it
reaction
still
to it?
115? I don't know. It's one of them.
How'd y'all feel about the reaction to it?
I loved it. I love the feedback that we got. I think it was genuine.
People like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good content. And
Let's say I feel like an underdog or anything, but I feel like we got people rooting for us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
They like the chemistry. They like the vibe.
It's crazy
real.
seeing people I haven't talked to in years since high school like repost and reshare. That shit is so dope.
Hey, yeah. I'm all behind that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Share it, bit.
Throw us a little bit of praise.
Yo, the
What's
therapist, Mr. Nice Watch, the Born Sinner,
Uh-huh.
the Middle Child,
Right.
Jermaine Cole just dropped album of the year.
Fire.
Without
Off
question, album
season.
of the year.
Pride
Go.
is the devil.
I didn't get a hold of them. I think the album is fire. I don't do hip hop for real. That's not my genre.
You a different breed.
I am a different
You a
breed. I
different
stick with my
breed.
pop and my R&B.
Hey man, I've always
That
been
is fire.
I've been a long-term J. Cole fan. I've been a long-term J. Cole fan.
I jumped on him too.
And I don't know about all y'all. Y'all might just listen to the music, but for me, I actually listened to the little documentary that went into it.
Documentary.
He said it again.
Documentary.
Documentary.
But behind that, his whole process for his creation and his artistry, I love how he's constantly trying to adapt it and bring more into it. He's trying to keep his passion, trying to find new ways to spark that passion instead of waiting for inspiration like a lot of artists tend to do.
Yeah.
I think he's changing the game when it comes down to artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, niggas from that generation was just different.
Truly.
Just different. They actually rapped.
Bar for bar.
Hip hop.
Verses.
Bro,
As
wha-
much as-
what
as
happened,
little as I
though?
know.
Why did like music regress so much from back then?
Because now we just trying to find a niche. We want markets. We want sales. We don't want
Niche.
versatility no more.
Social
We
media.
want bops.
Who though? I still want
Because
lyricism.
it's
I still
radio.
want raps.
Because
I
it's
still-
it's the
radio's
radio.
dead.
It's the internet.
Radio's
if
dead.
If it can go viral, bro, it's gonna take off. They're
That
looking
doesn't
for
mean
viral
that
hits.
doesn't mean it lasts though.
But you asked the question like, why though? Like that's why, because people want exposable hits that they can do a challenge
do you
to.
do you think people want that, or that's just what's only being presented?
He's trying to mark it down into
Because
like,
again, like J. Cole album just dropped,
Right.
and niggas are fucking with it.
You're right.
Everyone's tuning in.
well, I mean, everybody always been. Come
Well,
on, everybody know a J. Cole fan. I'm gonna put it out there like that.
Because it's content though.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what I'm saying.
I say though, because our attention spans are shorter these days, I would say that I feel because there's a market for it, I would say that, you know, of course people want.
There's a market
people,
for anything, but people don't really know what they want until it's presented.
Okay, facts.
So if you produce more quality content, people are going to buy into it.
I mean, it's quality along. It's definitely quality. Definitely plays into quality. But I believe people are kind of wanting stuff that they're able to play. You know, summer's coming around. They
Right.
want stuff they're going to be able to play at clubs and whatnot. You know, summer
I think that's
beach
always
vibes.
important to have though.
And I believe everybody's always wanting to bop.
Right.
Something with a
Yeah,
good
but
beat.
there can be a balance. You can still have that bop and still have some lyrical stuff.
Well, then we need to
some
put these
quality
artists,
stuff.
you know, to point in their lyricism towards these beats, towards this kind of versatility. I mean, you could still make your hit and, you know, come down, be a lyrical miracle. You know, you spit and you're changing up your versatility, let alone your own way of creation, but you still notice that there's that market. That means that they're not literally subjugating themselves to actually going for that market. They're keeping their own.
I don't think a lot of these new rappers don't have that capacity to be that lyrical miracle.
Yeah.
Probably not. Most
Nah.
likely not. Obviously not.
They're all one-sided coins per se.
One-dimensional?
Yeah, they've got their one sound, and
The baby.
literally I feel like
Megan.
it's hard for them to reach versatility because they've only ever practiced with one style. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to
Yeah.
break out of that.
Yeah.
So when
Wow.
it comes down to trying to hit the market is always changing. Always changing. So for new artists coming up there, checking the versatility, expand your music horizons. Listen to J. Cole.
I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Now I was watching a little expose video on like the death of the album and like the resurgence of it.
Death of the album, what you
Like
mean?
because a lot of people produce like these quick singles. People don't really tune into full length albums.
Okay.
And the guy that was talking about it was talking about how like Beyonce the visual album, which created interest in the full album project as a total piece.
Right.
And
When was that?
when she did 2013, her self-titled drop, she did all the videos.
I feel like there's been a number of artists who have always kept the album alive outside of Beyonce.
But it died though.
Now it's
There
about
hasn't been a.
independent singles
When
and
do you
stuff
think
like
it
that.
died?
I think it died when everything got super radio. I say around 2000.
That's not a time period.
I say 2012.
I don't agree because then that's Channel Orange, Good Kid, Mad City.
When you think,
I don't think.
Okay, hold
that's
on.
Take Care.
Oh,
You can't.
hold on.
I can't.
Okay.
maybe the death of the
okay.
album kind of had an originality start point from SoundCloud. I mean, that seems like a valid point for me because that's where you're trading these singles.
Okay.
And, the album is kind of just discriminatory. It's kind of future.
Yeah, that's with the whole wave of like mumble rap and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
When everything,
That's where I would kind of.
Okay, so when did SoundCloud really pop up? When
that
did
was
it
like
come?
2015, 2016.
So freshman year? Freshman, sophomore year for us?
Around there, yeah.
Right, okay.
That's with like all them like
Right.
Trippie Redd, Uzi.
But see, what's crazy? People don't really tap in. They don't really tap into the thought of the death of the album, and it's just singles and everything coming out. Because at the end of the day, people just gonna listen to music. But
It's easier to pop off a single than actually
yeah.
a well-rounded piece of work.
Yeah.
But it also kind of shows your artistry. Shows that you're kind of determined. You want to make a full sale rather than a partial. Putting out.
But that's the difference between like them older niggas from the other generation.
30-song album.
Like
measly.
What?
Measly 100,000.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
I believe
like,
singles are just a way of testing the water. No, it is.
Nah. I think leaks are a way to like test the water. I don't think any of these leaks are like by accident. I think some maybe by accident.
right,
The majority
right.
they test the
Right.
water. Oh, y'all fuck with it?
Right.
Bet I got y'all.
Right.
And
Put
then
it
they
out.
out so they can get them little stream sales, everything like that.
Yeah. But now people make their whole careers off singles. They not trying to make albums.
Who's done that? Who has done that?
Off singles?
Just like singles.
Well, first off, I mean, the late great X, he started off with singles. XXXTentacion.
No, I'm not saying about X.
Nah.
His first album was 17. That was a great album. I fucked with it a lot.
But before
Okay.
albums came out, he was rolling literally off of singles.
No, that's not what I meant when I say people make their whole careers off singles. I mean like they only
you're talking
prioritize
about
making
it's just been
single.
Single
And even when they
hits.
make a project, it's not like a cohesive project. It's
Yeah.
still just singles based.
Yeah, Megan.
I would throw Megan in
I would
there.
throw Megan.
I would say a lot of these new. I would say like
Yes.
Uzi. I'd throw Uzi in there. I would say Trippie.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I would say like
Love is Rage 2 was a good album.
I would say Migos. Well, they're not newer, but like I think a lot of artists.
I think Uzi really does have that niche though, because think about it, he was able to tease that album for a long time. And
years.
And drop singles.
Years.
I think the singles is hot. I don't think like the whole album as a whole was like.
But I think it's a good way of teasing an album just to get out.
No,
I say
that's
it
what
was hot,
singles
though.
are for.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like when you actually can you listen to it front to back and not be like, oh, I don't like that. Skip.
I feel like it's gonna be very hard.
That's my
nowadays.
point.
That's
though.
gonna be very hard.
That's my
to do.
point. You can throw on Cole's album and listen to it front to back
Yeah.
without skipping anything,
Even the slower tracks.
and it's cohesive.
And
It
that's
is
just
cohesive.
because we all know J. Cole hit different.
You can throw on Good
Right.
Kid, Mad City, or Damn, and it flows together.
Forest Hills Drive.
Take Care.
That was an awakening for a lot of
Take
people.
care.
And that wasn't, he didn't write that, so we know that's why that shit flew. He ain't write none of that.
Shut up. Shut up. Stop trying to play
I
Drake.
was
Like
like, let me make that hit.
stop trying to play Drake like this. So you don't think he writes
Bruh.
anything?
He does write, but he's
gotta
known
write
for
some
not
of them.
having a heavy pen and like
I mean, we
a
could
good
talk
amount
about,
of his work.
I got my
Like,
lemon pepper steppers on.
You said he. What's that again?
he's known for not having a heavy influence as far as his own pen and a lot of his work.
I don't know.
I
I can't
mean,
say that. I can't.
And
say
if it's
that.
not, if he's not,
He's
known,
written for other people though.
It's then for me. Then if it ain't that, then it's split in half, bro. Because everybody knows Drake
That's
don't
how I
write.
know.
Like,
That's
he
how I know.
obviously
It's like
does
50.
not.
And
You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
he
But
kind
then
of
he
put the
do
period
write.
on that one whenever they was in that debate back in the day, and he called out.
Who?
He was like, at least
Say
I
that
got
again?
Meek. Whenever him was having that dispute a couple of years back, he's like, yeah, well, why don't you tell everybody about your ghostwriters? After
Yeah,
that,
that's
it was
what
a
I got
fade
said,
off.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when that credit as with his artistry, people was
Party
like,
Next
oh,
Door. He ripped his
just a
sound
face.
off.
He just
No,
a
he
face
didn't.
and a
He didn't
voice.
rip Party Next Door sound
Bruh.
off. He put him on.
put him on and put him under.
Right, bro. Like
Put him on
Drake's
and put
artists
him
do
under.
not.
That's not Drake's fault. That's not Drake's fault. That's it's their fault.
He's got other artists on underneath him too, man.
Division's good.
Division is
Division
good.
is so good, so good.
But a lot of his
cool.
artists,
They
just,
cool.
he's like, yeah, let me sign you because you might have more potential.
The OVO sweatshop.
Yeah, puts him down.
See,
underneath.
they don't call it the OVO sweatshop for no reason, nigga.
Nigga, that's just a joke. That's not real.
Because niggas
that's
know.
not real.
Nah. They wouldn't be.
He writes. He writes.
You right. I'm Blim for real.
He write better than Nicki. He write better than Nicki.
To each his own, nigga.
What happened?
He don't write. He don't write. Better.
What happened on that new song? What's that song called with her?
It's called Seeing Green.
Why she had the
Nicki,
worst verse on there?
She did not have the worst verse on there.
She did.
3.
Bruh.
Wayne went crazy, and Drake he just floated.
Bro, it's the
He
king.
floated.
It's the king, the goat, and the queen. I don't care. I don't care.
Drake's not the king.
I said Wayne is the king. Drake is the goat. Nicki's the queen.
Wayne's got GOAT status for sure. Wayne's
He's the
got GOAT.
kingpin though. Without Wayne, there wouldn't be no Drake and no Nicki. That's definitely the king.
He's the one who brought them in.
Drake is the GOAT, Nicki
I feel
the
like
queen.
if you talking about all artistry, I feel like not king.
Wayne's definitely a goat. Drake's a goat too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both GOATs. They
Nicki
got
a GOAT too.
their
Stop
legendary status. for
Nicki's
sure.
a goat too. I'll give her that. I'll give her that. How'd you feel about her mixtape?
I like it, but I'm not really into like that old 09 type of style from her. I'm
So you
past
think you
that.
think
I
it's
like it.
You think it's dated?
It's dated, but it's iconic. So
Okay, I
I
get that.
like
I
it,
get
and
that.
because it reminds me, it's like, dang, I remember listening to this in middle school. Like, yeah, this slaps. But I'm like, okay, and I appreciate it being on streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I just added Chirac, like I legally downloaded it so I could have it, and then she put it out. I was like, oh great, but
I thought that was a whole new project.
no, it's not
I
a new
was
project.
like,
She only
I'm
put
gonna check it out.
3 new
I'm gonna be
songs.
real with y'all, just like how we said, to each his own.
But it was
I ain't
good.
never really been a Nicki fan.
I haven't either.
I give
I give it. I give it a chance, but
get
I'm
behind
not hyped.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
hyped on
I
it.
see she was coming with her own style, so I respected that.
That's
but it just wasn't meant
queen,
for my
man.
ears. It
I
wasn't
will
meant for
say
my
she
ears.
from that era too. She different. She different. She can actually rap.
Yeah.
These newer female rappers aren't really rapping like
Subject based. She can switch her subject.
that. They're not versatile at all.
Is there? Y'all heard of Tierra Whack?
I've heard of her.
Now she's good. She's got talent. Like
I have
I'm
not
really
heard of
talking
Tierra
about. I'm
Whack.
talking
She
about
really can
just
rap,
like the
though.
mainstream
Okay.
female rappers.
okay. All right, she ain't.
Because then if you want to talk about like Biz Rhapsody's one of the
Right,
best
Rhapsody.
lyricists out. Period. Man, woman, whatever. But she's underground.
I know like y'all gonna get mad, but
Well, mainstream, I would say somebody's giving some versatility as far as female rappers.
Doja
MCs.
Cat.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat got that.
And that's it.
She got that.
That's it.
Y'all fuck with Doja Cat?
And
again?
that's
I
Nicki's
fuck with
son.
Doja Cat.
That's
Y'all
Nicki's
fuck with Doja
son.
Cat?
I fuck with Doja Cat.
I don't really listen to her like that. I listen to it.
So y'all don't care at all about that whole like chat room.
Chat
thing?
room. Yeah, I know you was gonna bring that
And
up.
she
I
on
knew you was
some-
gonna bring that.
She was on some weirdo shit.
Hey, if we want to talk about artists and kind of separating them away from that, more or less, I mean, I'm behind her music, but that chat room shit was a little bit different. I'm not gonna.
That was
lie.
different.
That
was different.
She weird for that.
I'm all about the music. I don't care
Yeah,
about nothing.
right,
I don't
right,
care
right,
about. I don't
right,
care
right.
what these niggas do in their personal
Right, right,
lives.
right.
Truly. As long as you make me a good song, man.
And
I
if
remember
it
Long
the-
as
is-
it's
yeah,
fire,
if it's
I
good,
don't
if it's
care.
good,
I got
it's
you.
good.
I
I don't
got you.
care.
Music. Yeah.
So y'all don't care. So y'all still gonna listen to Kodak?
I don't listen to him anyway.
Yo, with
I
all,
don't stream him.
Okay, because I want to ask y'all something. Because in 2016,
Right.
he was charged with sexual assault and rape of a high schooler. She said after one of his shows, he took her to her hotel room, bit her, assaulted her, raped her. And
Yeah.
he took a plea deal
Right.
for assault and battery, and he's getting off scot-free. He's probation and counseling.
18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that
Therapy,
enough for you
right,
guys
counseling.
to not listen to Kodak no more?
That makes me lose a lot of respect for his artistry, and you know,
Why?
because at the end of the day,
He's not rapping about raping females.
Nah, but if you're getting caught up with the shit and it is getting broadcasted, that kind of makes me feel guilty by association. Like, why would I want to bump your shit?
Because it's good. You just said if it's about the music, why not?
Truly, I get it. But
Right.
I looked into that whole subject, and it's just the fact they don't really want to disclose an age, and I guess there's a reason behind it. I mean,
Alright, let me
you
look
say
at-
you
if
say
she was
you
underage,
see-
it would have been
Let me
been
see.
news.
I don't know, man. money make the world go round. You can kind of shut out a lot of views and a
I
lot of
don't-
eyes if you got the right
I
amount
don't
of
think
money.
Kodak got that type of money to make that
Hey,
disappear.
the president reached
Right.
out, was like, "Yo, get this nigga out." You know,
That's
he
weird.
got something going on.
Trump's if you fuck with Trump, he's gonna fuck with you. It's that simple. You say, "Yo, I fuck with Trump,"
Everybody
he's
run
gonna
me
look
another
out for you.
stimmy.
Huh? I mean, he ain't president no more.
Shit.
I don't know. I just
Man, apparently he
I feel
had
like
bit her neck and had bit
Yeah.
her breast. Like,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that's got me like,
That is assault.
that's
sexual assault.
That's sexual
and
assault.
only be getting like 18 months for this, and it's
And he
reported
got
the
and he
incident
got
in
assault
Houston.
and battery.
And this has been going on for years, mind
So
you.
it's-
This is
So he didn't get sexual assault on the charge.
No, he just got
it's
assault and battery.
since
Why
2016.
though? That's my thing. Because he took a plea deal.
That was
Is
a
that
plea.
why-
He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge. That happens all the time. But
I don't like that though. I don't like that. I don't because
I don't know. That's just wild.
like what is that? Like no nigga, you was sexually assaulted somebody. Go sit
So
down.
you're saying, wait, you said this makes you lose respect for its artistry?
Because like it's not the music at the end of the day. I feel like I kind of lose sense for your craft because I feel like you got to find a sense of originality for when you make your music. So it's
That's
like
separate from his personal life and how he operates as a person.
some people take their mindset in to putting in their lyricism. So you taking your mindset of what you're doing to us,
But
whatever.
again, but if he's not rapping about assaulting people and raping people, why is that? How do they correlate?
I feel like you remember on the last part when we was touching base on what people need to watch on what
I
they
got a
put
great
out
example.
and everything like that. Like watch what you say when you're on social media because it's broadcasted to a lot of different people.
But he's not
So-
saying this. He's not putting
He's
this out.
consuming that pretty much, with his artistry is like he always got people on side and what life he come from, more or less. Kodak can make a bop as well, don't get me wrong, and get it shit popping on TikTok. But it's like if you got this big pulling and everybody was behind Kodak and getting Kodak out, everybody was missing him. It was like,
Right.
oh man, when he come back out, and but it's an old charge. It's an old charge, but it don't make it any less, bad as it is. But it's just like for me personally, I'm just. It
Would
just
you-
does something to me.
Would
I
you
don't know,
stream
I
R.
just-
Kelly?
No.
I know. I just find
Because-
I find it impossible to be consistent in that stance.
Why?
Because if you go back in time and look at every artist that had some type of wild allegation against
Yeah.
them, there would be no artist left.
Not one.
You would have to cancel R. Kelly. You have to cancel Chris Brown,
Jay-Z.
Elvis.
Cancel everybody.
You would have to
Michael. You have to cancel
Michael
everybody.
Jackson,
Well, I believe we tend to put celebrities in a
Dr. Dre.
different limelight as ourselves.
What do you do?
He had all types of domestic violence
Yeah, Dre had
accusations and
had a lot.
everything.
A lot.
I know that.
But I
But,
get,
and then it's like, does any of these accusations take away from their contributions to music and culture?
No, they don't.
no. So at the
But
end of the day,
it's-
I'm just one man, one opinion, one thought. So that's just
No,
why
but
I
I'm
am with,
asking for your opinion. No.
on the whole.
It's tough. I just feel
Yeah.
like as a consumer, you feel connected to the artist. You feel personal, especially if you really like their music.
I ain't never liked
Then
Kodak.
For like an artist to,
It's
to
just
have some
about
type
the
of-
music, though.
Brown when it
gosh.
beans me.
That's all we need
But
to
it
stop.
becomes personal though.
That's why we need to stop idolizing these celebrities. It's about the music and entertainment. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care what they do in their personal life. I don't care who they marry, who they date. I don't give
When
a
you
fuck
want to
about
listen to
none of
music,
that.
you're here for the music. You ain't here for the backstory behind. Yeah,
That's
I got you.
it.
Yeah.
But
I
still,
don't
when
know.
that
I
news
just,
get a
I
hold
just
of
try
you,
to be consistent as possible, and I know I would not be able to be consistent in that stance. Now, a lot of people aren't consistent. They'll be like, "Oh,
Right.
fuck them, they did this," but then turn a blind eye over here,
Circumstantial, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
hypocritical.
It's
I just believe for me when it comes down to artistry and everything, when people put out music, I kind of view music a little bit different. It's like for me, I do like searches. Like I want to know about the artist. I'm not just pre-concerned with just the music they're putting out because I know there's got to be a passion behind that.
Right.
And whenever I listen to an artist or something, I want to know where your inspiration is coming from. I want to know where you come from, and I want to know what pretty much brought you where you are, and
Right.
I want to know what's the backstory behind your singles and or albums you're putting out. There are those that try to just pull up music and genres just to hear the music, and then there are those that are a little bit more in depth when it comes down to finding
Right.
new artists and
Okay.
finding new music to listen to in general. Those are some of us that when we look into artists or we're looking for a certain kind of genre or something to hit a certain kind of niche, we like to do our independent studies on artists.
Okay.
Like
For
when
sure.
when I hear when whatever kind of music you make, I want to know the backstory behind it, and I want to know your life, more or less.
Does that affect how you hear the music?
For me, in a way, because I feel like it brings in a sense of, realisticness. Like, you want a reality in your music. It kind of separates where I can tell, like, all right, so if I see what's going on in your life right now, and you talking about it's all grits and gold, and, you flashing cars and shit, I'm like, okay, you doing this for sales. And
So?
I mean, at the end of the day, when you're an artist, yeah, you got to get money. You got to keep going for it. That's what you do. But for me, I'm not behind it completely.
Most of the stuff these artists do is for sales and for attention.
Yeah, like how we just said, the whole separation from versatility and everything else. We simply make music now that can have a consistency, that can be radio, or can be put on ads where you can feed bots.
So you definitely bots and payola.
So you like it, like being real. You like the artist being real.
Yeah, because as an artist myself, I try to seek a sense of relatability.
Yes.
When I listen to artists or I find music, I
try to be truthful.
Yeah.
Try to be real.
So it's like I try to do a standpoint of my life. Like if I had to blow up or something, I'm not trying to get the clean and because I want to stay true to myself.
Right.
I want to keep my
Your
sense
art
of
is an
originality.
extension of you.
So that's where you're able to separate those who are just simply listeners. And
the
don't
art
really care
is,
about.
but the image you put out to the public isn't necessarily. It's just what you can
Your
market and
image
sell.
is your artistry.
But see, for me though, for people, that's the difference between. That's why I have that feeling about like being real and then just doing like the fame or being that celebrity. Because I feel like I want the real you. Like I understand you have to embellish some stuff. And you can't tell all who you are, but don't talk about coming from the trenches if you ain't. You ain't one. You ain't no stuff.
What if it's fire?
No,
what if it's fire?
No, it's fire.
What if it's fire?
I like the relatability. I like the connection.
So you don't like Rick Ross?
I don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
He stole his whole name from Freeway Rick Ross.
But like I said,
Kingpin in LA.
Artists always gonna be after the bag.
Did he really?
At the end of the day,
Snowfall's about him. About his life, yeah. But I don't care as long as the music is good. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
You can fake a lot of shit,
and
it can sound good on record. That's all I care
There's
about.
always gonna be songs that will be bops.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta be bops. You can just spit some lyrical shit.
Though,
that's hard.
That takes away from me. That just takes.
That takes away if it's not real.
And you know what? I guess though it depends on if I like you a lot. Though, if I really am invested into your music and I find out that it's just all a facade, I'll be like, damn, nigga, why'd you lie? Why would you do that?
To sell an image and get rich, and it worked.
I gave them plenty of my coin then.
Bro.
They bogus as hell, though.
You can also see some artists that never really show their face until later. Like, you remember when Sia was a thing? Mm-hmm. She had never showed her face.
In the 90s.
She'd always, like, wore a wig and everything else. Like, it would cover up her face. Like, image has something to do. Like,
and then you're not...
look into you and see what you
But
do.
then you don't even know about the artist's history in their past until after you hear their music.
Right.
So what matters is the music, not really their backstory or who they are.
That the music mattered until her image came out, and then everybody wanted to know about.
It's kind of like her. Nobody. Her was on Good Morning America.
The Weeknd was like that. That's how he blew up. Nobody knew who he was or what he looked like, but it was about the music.
Yeah.
And see, but then when it comes down to it, I just believe whenever you become a celebrity, you put yourself in a certain platform where you tend to have eyes on you. There'll always be a way to tarnish your image, no matter what you do. And I feel like that's kind of what you're trying to touch base on, because I feel like when you blow up or you reach a certain kind of status in the world, whenever you are an artist, there will always be some dirt that can be thrown on your name. And you're trying to say, why separate yourself from good music at the end of the day when you believe that's inevitable? Like, it's just shit like that's going to come up, shit like that's going to appear. But people can still make good music, is what you're trying to say, right?
I'm saying it's all about the music. This is the music and entertainment business. It's about the music. Are you entertained?
Wow.
Cool.
Wow. I do not
I don't
like that.
care who they are as
mean,
people.
I'm
not looking up to these people as role models.
Right. Hey,
all right.
But that's me though.
Right.
There are a lot of kids who do look up to them. That's why they should be more responsible with the music they put out. But as far as their personal life, I don't know. Again, I try to be as consistent as possible. I can't try to take a strong stance against one artist for X, Y, and Z, knowing my other favorite artist did X, Y, and Z. Like, nah, it's about the music.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel there will always be those two.
Yeah. I lean more side on that.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all see Cudi on SNL?
Oh, with the dress.
This is old, but I feel like it can open up a broader discussion.
Yeah. With the dress, for sure.
Yeah. How y'all feel about that?
Well, at first I believe it probably caught everybody a little bit off guard.
Yeah, but let's give a little context first.
Right.
So Cudi was on SNL, and when artists on there, they give two performances. In his performances, he wanted to pay tribute to Kurt Cobain, so he did that by replicating 2 of Kurt Cobain's outfits. One was like the Cardigan outfit. The other one was he wants to replicate a dress, a floral dress that Kurt Cobain had worn. Okay.
Well, for that, if we're going back and we going to talk about how he's paying homage to Kurt Cobain was all about breaking gender roles.
Okay.
Right.
Gender fluidity. Like, he wanted people to be able to be themselves regardless of backlash, everything else. Because in this world, you should be allowed to be who you want to be. You should be allowed to be yourself. And a little fun quote, he says, nothing's cozier than a floral pattern. A lot of people had a lot of judgment views to put back on Kid Cudi, but I believe Kid Cudi went out there comfortable on SNL. So.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Cudi dress?
I don't like the dress.
You don't like the dress, or do you don't like the fact that he wore a dress?
I don't care that he wore a dress.
Okay.
I don't appreciate that he looked like he got on a girl dress, a woman's dress.
Why can't he?
I don't know. I just don't like.
Aren't,
I don't like
aren't
that
all
look.
dresses women dresses?
No,
How aren't they?
because they're not. Right. They
Those
have
aren't
men's dresses.
though.
I mean,
They're kilts.
right. I just don't like him in that look. I don't appreciate it.
Why not?
I don't personally like it. To me, it's tasteless. To me.
How's it tasteless?
I'm looking at it. I just think nigga ain't got no titties. Like it's a place for titties.
There's mad females that wear dresses ain't got no titties.
Talking about this man, this nigga.
So?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think.
But how is it tasteless?
To me, I don't like it. He just look.
I just kind of like the impact he's coming forth with.
To me, I just feel like it's a girl's. It's a woman. I don't have a problem
Why can't
with
he
him.
wear a girl's dress?
He can. I just don't like the way it look on him. He just look.
Okay.
He just look
So
like he looks like a big man in this little woman's
you're
dress.
talking
Like
about the style of the
right,
dress.
yeah, it's
You're not talking about
right.
that you don't like the
That he
idea
wouldn't dress.
right.
Okay,
It's this
I got
little petite woman's dress on this big man. Like
He's saying you
the
coulda
straps
come
don't
out-
even fit on dude's shoulders. Like bro, like you could have. If this no, you look silly, bro. You look silly, bro.
But I kind of liked it. He kind of sparked up that conversation again. You know, you always
Here you
got
go.
those.
I'm so tired of that conversation.
Masculinity.
But it's funny because black people use this talking point a lot. We always say we're not a monolith, right? And we don't all think and act the same. But rarely do we ever give each other the freedom to really express our express our individuality and experiment with who we are.
It tends to be a little closed-minded.
It's like the moment, especially black men, the moment we don't dress a certain way, the moment we dye our hair a certain way, we get a certain type of piercing, where our sexuality is in question, our masculinity is in question, and it's like we don't ever give each other freedom to just express ourselves.
And there is a lot of backlash alongside at the same time.
I feel like a lot of people's perception of masculinity is just street niggas.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we all got to be tough all the time. We're not allowed to show any emotions.
That's like stupid.
You're supposed to be able to work the 9 to 5, support the family, everything
Pump
else.
some iron.
Bro, you know how many times I've heard females say, "Oh, I want a nigga with a hood mentality, with a street mentality.
No,
He a hustler. He got
'Cause
that.
the minute he call you
he
a
got
bitch.
that go get it attitude." It's like, so you want a dude that's ambitious,
Yeah.
and wants to be financially stable and is determined.
And that doesn't-
None of these qualities are exclusive to street dudes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
It seems like there's a lot of detachment from what masculinity should be, and it definitely touches base in our culture, black culture. So
I don't think people know what masculinity is.
I believe it's definitely kind of been erased. It's almost like a thing that shouldn't really exist.
You don't think it should exist?
No, it should, but I believe in society's eyes it's very one-sided. Like how you say they take away your sense of individuality and everything else. You get backlash for what it is that you like. Or if you put on a dress and you come on SNL, it's pretty much you're going to get this big stereotype that's going to hit you.
If you dye your hair a certain color.
Yeah. And it's literally the smallest of fucking things.
If
it's
you
like,
get a nose
What's
piercing,
that?
you're not masculine.
What's
You
that
wear-
basketball player?
Who?
Oh, his name's something like an R or something. He just wore all kinds of crazy outfits.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
That's why I respect him
Dennis
so much. I
Rodman,
love
man,
him.
he been going there. That shit's just the jump.
Bro.
The nose
Bro.
piercings, the
Bro.
tongue piercings, lip piercings,
Dye
dye
hair.
Hey, man, he's done talking about some touchy subjects as well. I'm not sure if you
Yeah.
ever looked into him.
Look at him.
He's a nut. I don't listen to him speak. But like, I respect people like him, Andre 3000, like Young Thug, Kanye. I respect people who are so comfortable in themselves and not afraid to just express themselves.
And that's what I believe that all people should be, especially when it comes down to men. Like, don't be afraid to be yourself or do what it is that you like.
That's not popular. That's not what's branded to us. That's not what's advertised to us. That's not what's taught to us.
I'm still gonna get my 3-inch pumps one of these days.
So Cudi can't wear dresses, but you can wear pumps.
I don't like how the dress looked on him. I told you I don't care how he wore the dress. Harry Styles wore a dress. Dennis Rodman wore a dress.
You like that dress?
Harry Styles?
Yeah.
It was alright. It was a little flowy. It was cute. I didn't like the way it looked on him. It just looked like a little girl dress. I just looked like, I was like, bruh, you could have did something else.
I believe on planet Earth right now we need to break away from small shit.
What you mean?
Organization and classification?
Yeah, like when we talk about masculinity and shit, like you say, in society, it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool for you to try to be yourself. But I mean, you see it trying to get pushed. They're trying to push the quota for it to be established. That's why you see these artists doing these things, showing up on stages in dresses, let alone dyeing hair, makeup on face, painted nails. It should be a type of world where it's fuck the opinionate, because eventually the old gonna die out. Old mindset gonna die out. New generation gonna come up. It's all just a matter of time, more or less.
Right.
Would you rather be a part of the motion, or would you rather be the weight holding back the motion at the end of the day? I believe is what this discussion comes to.
Are you the push or the resistance?
Yeah, you can either be the narrow-minded or you can be the open-minded. Society is always going to change. It is always going to change. And I'd rather it change to a form where you are allowed to be whatever it is you want to do and be yourself. Like, do what you love. That's why I'm all behind the narrative.
So you don't believe the conspiracy that they're trying to destroy masculine black men?
I believe at the end of the day, a lot of images.
I think that there is an agenda with masculinity.
Explain.
Because I feel like how they're pushing feminism. They're obviously pushing feminism. It's being pushed.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a balance in nature. Like there is a man and there's a woman, and each of them have specific roles. Like there is obviously, or there wouldn't be a man and a woman.
So you're saying you believe in gender roles?
I appreciate them.
What do you mean?
I appreciate them because for me, I don't really. For me personally, I don't really subscribe to a lot of gender roles, but I appreciate. You know what? I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I like gender roles. I appreciate that traditional.
The consistency.
I like that. I do like that because I feel like if we're now trying to, not now trying to, but if we are encouraging women to like.
I feel like feminism goes completely against gender roles. Feminism and women empowerment goes completely against. But gender roles is based on the patriarchy.
Right. Yeah. See, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate.
That's part of gender roles.
Yeah. That's tough. It's a tough subject for me. I've always battled with it.
What's up?
Do you not believe like breaking free of gender roles and seeing this whole sense of equality? I feel like that's kind of what I'm going for. Like everybody and just
I feel like they're outdated.
Yeah. I feel like we're trying to break free of the gender roles, and it's everybody in their own being. It's like
whole time I'm talking about wearing 3-inch pumps.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe be yourself. I believe these gender roles will eventually they'll kind of subside. They'll slowly start to fade.
So
I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't think so.
There'll always be a small class.
I think that I just think there's a purpose for a man and a woman in that union specifically.
There is,
and I do think But when you look at how nature works, though, I feel like when you try to disrupt what is a natural process of how this world works in general, I feel like that's when you.
But what do you think the natural process is in regards to relationships, though?
I'm talking about as far as procreating.
Because I don't think there's a certain job men should have to do, and there's a certain job women should have to do. For example, it makes sense like 50 years ago for the man to pay all the bills in the household because women couldn't
women
have
can be
careers.
CEOs and stuff now.
But now with inflation, when it takes more than one income to sustain a household, you have to chip in a bit more. Times are different.
Yep.
Everything's different. These roles have to now update. These roles have to change.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with an amendment. Then I can appreciate a software update. I like that.
But I feel like feminism goes completely against that.
It does.
That's my fucking problem.
That
makes no sense.
This is a tough one for me. I can never pick a side when it comes to gender roles. I can never do it.
It'll always be a tricky one.
I think it's the way I've been brought up and then my own mind and then
I think it puts too much pressure on people.
Oh my gosh.
It puts way too much pressure on people.
Stop leaving yourself into annihilator. You might find a stress-free world.
I promise you, I'm going to go out to the woods.
What?
I'm going to live in the woods for a month.
Why?
I'm tired of everybody.
Detox, unplug.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the woods. So I'm going to leave like 3 days ago. It's woods.
No.
I'm going to sleep on the ground.
All right, cabin in the woods.
Stop
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. It turned bad real quick.
You calling your soldiers for help. I'm
I'm
like, you 3 hours away. We can't find you.
no,
You gonna try to send
phone
you
gonna
gonna try to send your location, and they're
Gonna
not
die.
gonna get it.
Phone gonna
Right
die.
before we get off this subject of masculinity, I believe
No, stay right here.
with the last touch up on masculinity, it's like oh man, I just had this in my head. It's pretty much like masculinity has been put in type of a box where a man in this world is supposed to be, willing, upfront, stoic, kind of cold a little bit. You don't show emotion more or less. Right. But I believe like with the breaking the gender boundaries, and it's not even with gender, I believe it's just we have an outdated sense of masculinity that is still being portrayed on society right now.
For sure.
That's what's going on when it's coming down to masculinity. It's not about being in this Western civilization anymore, and
that's what they call it, toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
right.
And that's what's really being pushed. That's the narrative that's being pushed for men right now.
We just need an update on because niggas can't even cry.
Bro, niggas can't do anything.
And that
one thing I'm gonna do is cry. So I'm good.
And that's why you see it'll lead to a
lot
lot of.
Max, it's like, yo, men literally have all of the same emotions women have.
Humans, right? Humans.
From happiness, from joy to sadness to depression, all of it.
Can't show not one.
I feel like I feel like men are only allowed to express two emotions. We can only express like either severe happiness or like severe like anger. Now, anger is not always celebrated, but you can still express it openly without them questioning your masculinity or sexuality. Versus if you express any type of vulnerability like depression, like sadness, like insecurity, then you're a beta male. Right. Then you're not masculine. If you're not masculine, you're not a real man.
Yeah. And that's something that really get pushed inside of the black narrative as well. You don't really see it being like foregoing or forgiving or laxing up. Right now, if you're crying, you're not willing to step up, it's more or less than ever just put down your mouth like you need to stop crying and get your shit together. When all in all, it's not that easy. Sometimes people deal with things. Sometimes it can come down to a chemical imbalance inside of your body. Not everything can simply be dealt with by telling somebody to step up. Men don't do that.
Right.
Right.
And that's stupid because men do everything. Again, we feel all the same emotions and feelings. Like,
I think personally, like I think in the black community, why it's so heavy because it comes from trauma.
Yeah.
As far I would say from slavery and all that, because I don't forget what it's called, or was it Breaking the Man or something? When like the slave master would rape like the biggest black dude in front of the whole community. So it's like I feel like we've always like taught ourselves like you got to go get this bag. You got to stand up because if you're not in America, you're gonna get trampled over. It's kind of like I
agree with you, but I feel like it's deeper than just race.
Right.
Sure.
In the black community, though, I think it's from my experience. I would say I feel like it comes from that specific trauma, how I was raised. Yeah, because my great grandmother, she was raised by her granddad, who was a freed slave, and that's so it's like. And then that's my granny and my mama. I'm right here. I'm 4 generations. Yeah. I mean, my great grandma's still alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always been a constant push of, And you know, niggas like me when I'm growing up, I want to
How
freaking
do you
pirouette
think that
and
affected
dance.
you?
Oh my gosh, I was depressed when I was 12. I was so depressed. Yes, that's when I started realizing like, oh, I like niggas. Tell somebody what?
What were some of the
No.
stereotypes they tried to like force on you?
Sports was one. I played basketball. I made the team lose like the city tournament, and everybody.
Wait, what you mean you made? How'd you make the team lose?
Bruh, the coach never put me in the game, bruh. He put me in the game because we was winning, bruh. It was like tied.
Okay.
My teammate passed me the ball. I start going the opposite way.
Are you serious?
you went to yours goal.
So the team they stole the ball and they got the last like shot. The whole team's crying. Oh my god!
Right
I'm just
there
sitting there
on
looking
court.
like,
Right
they give me like a participation trophy.
wow.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, why y'all crying for? Just
I
a
used to
game.
play basketball.
That and baseball. I quit that.
I hate baseball.
And then track in high school. And I quit that. So that and I don't know. Clothing was another thing too. Clothing. I used to want to just wear what I wanted to wear, and I did to a degree. Still, I did. I always did something weird with my clothes. Like I would wear chains, like you know the little chains on the wallet.
Yeah.
I used to wear them across my shirt.
Yo,
Because if I had to wear these husky ass pants and this polo shirt, man, bro, I don't want to wear these gym shoes. I'm gonna make this shit fashion, bro. Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember at one point where like niggas couldn't wear pink or else gay?
Yep.
Tough, and then the
Like,
whole
what?
tough guys wear pink promotion came after that. Oh
Like,
god.
what? Nah, Cam made that shit cool.
Who?
Cameron.
Okay.
He made that shit cool.
Tough guys wear pink.
But like, you see how stupid? Like, we associate like the most
Colors.
insignificant things
Colors.
with masculinity.
So what the fuck a color got to do with you being a man?
Yo, it don't matter what color you wear. It don't matter what color you dye your hair. Fam, it don't matter what you wear. It don't matter if you wear a dress or not. I seen this one nigga, Serge Ibaka. He's like one of the biggest niggas in the NBA. Best believe if he's wearing basketball shorts or a dress, you try him, he will smack the fuck out of you either way. Like that shit don't mean nothing.
I believe everybody gonna keep trying to attest this, and people gonna keep on. I mean, eventually you're gonna see a lot more of it. I believe that's where the narrative's going. You're gonna see a lot more, and civilization will start getting a little bit more lax. But you still gonna have that one side that's gonna be very aggressive.
Right.
The
towards
old
you.
heads, the
You know,
grumpy old
Native
heads.
Americans, they had like they recognize 5 genders, I believe, in their culture.
Huh?
I think it was like they had man, female, then like you had a man, female, and then female, male, and then another one.
Trifecta.
But it was like yeah. So it was like if your personality is how you were was just like super stoic all the time, like
You're a
ready,
man.
you're a man. Like if you were more like, oh yeah, I'll look at you change the tire, but I'm gonna go cook this food, but I'll use the tool if I have to.
I get that.
If you
That's
like man, woman, and then like vice versa through the list.
I get that. I get that a lot. That's
Yeah.
like basically like masculine men and like there's
Right.
feminine men.
Exactly, and they use those as actual like gender forms
I fuck with that.
for
I fuck
their
with
culture,
that.
and that I think it was a good thing. Cause
I feel like any balanced human being
Right.
has to have like a balance of like feminine traits and then
True, though.
and then masculine traits.
true.
Because like as a man, we do have to be brave. We do have to be like courageous and like stoic and strong.
Yeah.
But then you also have to be nurturing. You have to be
Yeah.
loving
Some
and
sense of
accepting of your
emotion, yeah.
family.
It's
Yeah.
okay to be compassionate, alongside passionate about things. It's okay to show emotions. It's okay to
You have
cry.
to be able to do both.
Yeah.
But I feel like that duality is not preached or taught to people.
No,
It's just you have
no.
to be this, you have to be hard, you have to be strong,
Yeah.
24/7, and you got a bunch of niggas who are emotionally unavailable
Do
and
you
don't know how to express themselves.
Bruh, do you know to this day, people tell me I need to put bass in my voice? I'm about to be 21. To this day, folks be like, put some bass in my voice. I'm like, bruh, I'm just
I get that too.
I'm, like,
It's
I'm
like,
just talking,
I'm
bruh.
cool.
I'm not even finna,
I'm cool.
you know. And then low key,
Pay my bills.
low key, that type of stuff will take a toll on me. I'll be like, hold on now.
Like when I was younger, my perception of masculinity was like really based off of like a lot of these rappers. But then the
Okay.
older I get, the more I realize how much of this is really just posturing.
True.
Like these niggas are just doing shit for attention. They're
Yeah.
doing shit to try to seem strong, and it's
Yeah.
just like
And that's very shallow.
it's extremely
surface
shallow.
level.
And that shit is real. Like when they say like the loudest nigga in the room was usually like the most insecure. That's realest shit ever.
Oh,
Yes, so
You remember that whole? I don't know why I'm thinking about this right now, but that whole Jake Paul debacle. I got your head.
Oh,
He's
a
Yo,
troll, bro.
low key, I want to see
Check
Floyd
this
get
out.
his shit knocked.
Why?
Why do you keep saying that?
Why is
Why?
Floyd doing this? Why is he fighting? Why is arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time
Because
fighting
Jake
an amateur
been saying
YouTuber?
He wants some real smoke. He said he wants
Why?
some official
Why?
pay.
Why
is
not?
the greatest boxer of all time
Money.
fighting an amateur YouTuber?
I'm
We
saying
all
he-
know
Jake
Mayweather
Paul, one of the
always
biggest
bet
YouTubers.
on himself. A hefty portion, whatever he got, he bet on himself.
I don't care.
That's why it don't matter who
Why
Mayweather
not,
fighting you
gonna
into,
bring in
because you know
money.
he
That's
putting a
money.
lot on the line, regardless
Nah,
of who
bro.
he's
His money
fighting.
is-
Nah,
streams. It's
bro.
the
Like
big-
I don't
one of
want.
the
I don't want
biggest
to see.
YouTubers.
I don't want to see LeBron play 1-on-1 against a YouTuber.
There's a market for that.
Why? He's a
I
no.
would-
I don't want to see Michael Jordan play 1-on-1 with the YouTuber.
I would watch Mayweather beat the shit out of anybody.
I want to see Floyd get his shit knocked. He getting a little old.
I think-
His
I
punch
think
is
the
getting a
thing
little
is,
soft. I want to
come
see
on,
niggas
man.
rock his
It's
shit.
never. Hey, look, Mayweather. He's not a. What I want to say. He's not a knockout artist. He has endurance. He weathers rounds.
That's cool.
He's an endurance
That's cool.
fighter.
I want to see no one knock his shit off.
Logan Paul gonna get real tough. I mean, yeah, Logan Paul, and if he do fight Jake Paul first, they gonna get tired.
He's fighting Logan Paul.
He gonna make them get tired, and then all that YouTube, I'm bad, whatever the fuck shit gonna fade away real quick. You
Bro,
gonna be in the
they-
ring with somebody got a
It
lot
don't
of air,
matter,
and you gas.
bro. They just trying to secure the bag. That's why
And at
fuck,
the end
I
of
like
the day,
what
that's why
Jake
I'm
Paul is
like,
doing.
yeah.
He is securing the bag by
money.
any means necessary. I love that shit.
Hey, he trying to do that trolling shit.
It's working.
He on it too.
It's working. Floyd,
Everybody's name getting caught up. You think you got hands? See Jake about it. Like,
Floyd is taking the bait.
yeah, true. He did fall for that. He did fall
He
for
is
that.
taking the bait. This must. I got your hat.
He was about to run
that
up
shit
on
is
him.
stupid.
But wasn't it Conor who did that to Mayweather as well?
Who?
He taking nigga hat off.
Nah, but he baited him.
He trolled him, yeah.
Yeah,
Who trolled who? Kanye?
Conor McGregor.
But
Oh, I
Floyd be
just
so
said Kanye.
thirsty for money, he'll fight anyone.
Yeah.
Get the bag.
What,
Jake
I'm-
Paul's
what
getting
I'm
the bag.
saying?
You already damn near a billionaire. You already the greatest boxer
Yeah,
of all
man,
time.
we need to cross the line.
Why are
then,
you
don't
doing
we?
this?
So what?
I want to be an official
Why?
billionaire.
Why?
Same
Bump
reason Jake
up some
Paul.
YouTube
Getting the
kid.
bag, bruh.
Cross the billionaire line.
Would you want to see Nicki Minaj battle rap a no-name YouTuber? All right then. All right then.
Wish she would.
All right
I
then.
wish she
Exactly.
would.
Like
You
why?
know.
I don't like that shit, bro.
It is what it is
Oh,
now. We gonna
God.
see. We gonna see the turn out of that one. Still,
Floyd's gonna win, but I want to see him get his shit knocked. Like, stop being stupid.
hey, I'm trying to see 6ix9ine fight Jake.
Now,
Yo, 6ix9ine be on demon time.
I would.
Yo, I
He
know
be on
y'all had to
demon
see
time.
that remark. Jake said something about 6ix9ine, and he was like, something about your dead bodyguard. What did he say?
He said you look like you on steroids, like your body. He said something like your bodyguard.
He
that
said, yeah,
died.
you look like you're on the same steroids that your bodyguard was on when he passed away.
That's
God.
fucked up. Like he on demon time.
6ix9ine
He's a
don't
troll.
care.
That's not.
He gonna search up your relatives.
I'm trying
he
to
gonna
figure
search
out-
up your
What-
security. He gonna find dirt on somebody.
How does
How
nigga?
y'all? Huh?
Go ahead.
How do y'all feel about 6ix9ine? Just in general.
All in all, man's gonna get his sales. He's always in the public eye. And when you an artist, any publicity is good publicity.
You believe that?
For trolls like him.
Yeah, for a troll. When you trolling, even though back in the day he did have some cases and some charges
For
against him,
trolls
which
like him,
was not good
yeah.
publicity. I'll say that much. But what he does now,
That's how he make his money. Trolling.
humor's a niche.
No, but do y'all
Every-
fuck with him?
Do I like his music?
Do you fuck with 6ix9ine?
No. The answer is no. I don't really. No.
Do I have to say it?
Yes.
Hell no.
I thought you was gonna
That's
say
interesting.
yes, nigga. I was gonna-
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm entertained.
I like the trolling. I like
Okay.
the trolling.
Okay,
I
so
gotta take. I feel like 6ix9ine is a. I feel like in this culture we encourage and perpetuate a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
6ix9ine is a reflection of all that bullshit, from the violence to the
The
gangs to the
embodiment.
trolling
The
to the
embodiment
jewelry
of it.
to all of it. He is an embodiment of all of it.
is
And
he
I
a
just-
cultural critic?
No. I think he's just a reflection of where culture's at, and
The
I
one
think
thing-
it's so funny seeing people
Yeah.
getting mad at 6ix9ine for shit niggas do every single day.
Every day. Every fucking
Like
day.
niggas do that shit every day. Niggas be like,
You
at
just
him
mad
for-
because you not 6ix9ine, huh? You just mad because you ain't got all that money.
Flexing jewelry, and that's all rappers do.
Yeah.
All day.
It's like I'm not into disrespecting the dead. Like that's a line I would never cross.
Well,
but it's funny seeing people like, oh, 6ix9ine, he's doing too much. But it's like, y'all listen to these Chicago drill artists that disrespect the dead every other day. Song, and y'all don't bat an eyelash. King. Y'all don't care. All of them, Von, Dirk, all of them. But then when 6ix9ine does it, it's crossing the line.
Was Bobby Shmurda a part of
No,
Chicago?
he's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, okay.
I think it's funny because like 6ix9ine, I don't fuck with the music at all, but I still think he's one of the biggest spectacles in hip hop. I think it's funny. I think it's funny how everyone can profit off of that spectacle except for 6ix9ine. And he's completely blackballed from the industry, but like any rapper can start beef with him and get clouded up, and they're automatically seen as the good guy no matter what because it's 6ix9ine. But when 6ix9ine responds, oh, he's clout chasing. Niggas can release a whole documentary on Hulu about him that has nothing to do with him.
That's fucking tough.
Everyone
can, how the industry is really fucked up.
Like all these media outlets can cover every story, everything he does, but none of them will interview him.
Oh damn!
They'll put his name in the title and everything. It's like everyone can profit off of the spectacle except for him.
And I believe this is all really deprived just from that whole debacle of him so-called snitching. I feel like anybody get placed in that situation, that scenario, your ass gonna fucking tell. Quit trying to fucking front.
But a lot of people won't put themselves in that situation.
True.
Right.
True.
But provided they are, everybody's snitching.
Yeah.
Would you snitch?
Even though you won't put yourself in a situation.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Niggas was stealing money from me, was fucking my baby mom, was planning to kill me.
Yeah, I forget all that.
Yes, I'm snitching.
Yeah, that was him, and
running off at the mouth.
I'm telling everything.
Run on
and like, the thing is, like, he even stated, he was like, all right, so he said, imagine he did the bid. He did the whole 47 years, whatever. He was like, who gonna be out there? He's like, y'all go on with y'all's life. He said, y'all think I'm really going to do this, to please y'all, to please them? Mm-hmm. Like, because at the end of the day, like, when you detach yourself from that artistry and the fucking music, but you still a person. You really going to throw your whole fucking life away to please the motherfucking people with your artistry? Is that really...
Bro, none of that shit makes any sense.
Huh?
None of that shit makes any sense.
Nah.
Like, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to serve 40 years over niggas that tried to kill me.
Yeah. And yeah, y'all want to come around and try to say, "Oh, you just a snitch." Shut the fuck up. You're allowed your opinion.
Them niggas heard with a snitch.
Of course, your opinion.
Maybe
but at
they
the end of the day, try to place yourself in somebody else's shoes.
You know what's funny? Because niggas still idolize snitches. Like,
damn.
Niggas made a whole movie about Frank Lucas. They didn't make his songs and albums after him.
Who's Frank Lucas?
He's this drug dealer in Harlem that snitched on everybody.
Everybody.
He snitched on everybody.
Like, it was almost like, oh boy, just had a list.
This man was getting drugs like from Vietnam. Like, he was like one of the biggest kingpins of all time, and he snitched on everybody. But niggas that made a whole movie about him. They made an album inspired by him. They named his songs after him.
Wow.
Like, niggas don't care. That's what I'm saying.
But
niggas don't.
Isn't that totally in contradiction to the whole?
He's a reflection of all the bullshit we encourage and idolize. All
living embody of it.
Oh my god.
All of it.
But I still fuck with his trolling though. He is funny.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes he be doing too much.
Crossing
That's
the line.
like, cause I don't
hey,
play
they had
with
time
death.
for 6ix9ine today. 6ix9ine had time for them. That's all
I don't play
say.
with death. I don't like disrespecting.
I said, didn't he go to somebody's place in Chicago and was in the back of the building?
Huh?
He pulled up in some place in Chicago and was doing something, disrespecting somebody.
He was just in Chicago. He went to O Block, left flowers.
Yeah, that's
wild. That's wild.
Rest in piss. Y'all remember that?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't like shit like that. But that's what them niggas do all the time. So it's like,
I just believe people
all
keep,
these niggas
keep trying to,
disrespectful.
like you said, they try to hit up 6ix9ine for clout, but for somehow 6ix9ine just be having intel. He just be waiting. They always say something about 6ix9ine, but when 6ix9ine clap back, like you said, he's always crossing the line or something. But y'all be getting exposed at the same time.
Why does these street rappers keep mentioning 6ix9ine? Just leave him alone, and he has no reason to come at you.
Exactly.
He's still the biggest spectacle in hip hop.
He's still like, even his sales are still good. Like, he might have got blackballed, but he's still making good money.
You know what's funny? I hate when niggas keep trying to say he flopped. It's like, how do you flop when you're being blackballed by the industry? How do you flop
Yeah.
when Billboard says, "Yo, we're not counting none of your bundles,"
Oh, that was
and then
bogus.
and then streaming
That
service
was
is like, "You know
fucked
what? We're not putting you on none of our playlists.
I
then.
don't appreciate that, and I still don't.
You know what? We're not gonna put you in the new releases section. You gotta search this nigga up."
But that's why 6ix9ine always come with the factual clapback. He let it be known.
He does too much.
He
I don't
does.
know. I
He
don't
a
like
clown.
none of it. I don't like none of it. I don't like the street niggas going at him for no reason because it's an easy lick.
Like you said,
And I
it's
don't
just
like
clout.
him responding to it. That's all it is. It's a
Clout.
huge clout circle.
You want to get known real quick? All right, talk some shit about 6ix9ine. And he'll throw some shit back because you that'll be too much.
Right, and everybody will talk about it for a month.
But because everyone's saying fuck 6ix9ine, it's just like, oh, 6ix9ine always clout chasing. All he do is beef with niggas. It's like, nah, they.
Y'all got it backwards. They beef with 6ix9ine.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
He did what he did.
I would marry 6ix9ine.
I just,
What? Yo,
I believe
stop
at the end of the
talking.
day, I mean, if you believe what you doing is right, go for it. If you stand in bar, you ain't trying to serve no sentence. You gotta tell who you gotta tell on to get out of that situation. More or less because it was threatening your life, mind you. I'm not gonna knock you for it. I would knock you for putting yourself in a situation in the first place, though. Kinda.
Do y'all think it was worth it?
Him snitching?
Yeah.
All of it. Him
You're
putting
alive.
himself in that position,
You're
surrounding
alive.
himself by bloods, and then
I believe he did good putting himself with the Bloods because he would have got fucked up regardless. So they was kind of taking care of him, protection, even though they was doing all that other shit to him the whole fucking time. But then the snitching, he also did good by that because now he has been 47 years of his life in a hole where they was probably
you're
going to
saying
fuck
it was
his
worth
shit
it.
up.
So
For him, it
for
gotta
him,
be worth it for him.
yeah.
He
I'm
boy
talking
alive, he
in general,
breathing.
do you think it was worth it?
Living that whole life he lived,
Mm-hmm.
getting 6ix9ine tattooed all over his body.
Bro's,
Having rainbow
Bro's a
colored hair.
multi-millionaire.
Yeah, it was
I would
worth it.
say
He
it
ain't
was
that
worth
money.
it.
So you would do it?
Would I snitch?
Would you do that a whole thing he did?
No.
No, never mind. Never mind.
No.
Charges.
Which,
Yeah, he got some.
I'm not talking about that.
I ain't living his life. That's his life. He can have that.
I say it's worth it from him. I don't know. I wouldn't put myself in that position. One.
Yeah.
So, but
What if that was the only way you could become a multi-millionaire? Would you put yourself in that position?
Oh,
Well, then I guess it wasn't meant for me.
because that means I'm just that. If it's that desperate, I don't need it.
You down bad. You down.
If I got to do that, then I just
Initiate
won't
me the
have
game, bro.
it. No, don't you gotta get jumped in and stuff?
Oh, y'all was
They
trying to
get
kill
beat
me,
up?
and y'all was
No.
fucking my baby
Not
moms.
necessarily.
Well, how he join?
Because he got money, nigga.
Money.
How you think
That's
Chris
sick.
Brown joined? You think they jumped Chris Brown? And he joined? And he was gang the next day?
Chris Brown's.
And he had to do a show the next day?
Who he-
Like, no.
Who he Chris Brown in?
Straight. I mean, Chris the blood.
In real life?
We get it.
I don't know. He claims it. I don't know if it's real. I think it's extortion, but
Okay.
that's a different discussion.
Is that why he was wearing that shit in the No Guidance video? Didn't he wear like some?
Why do you think he be wearing red like that?
Red.
Yes.
Red. Even got red tattoos. He black and red tattooed.
You think they jumped Wayne in? This nigga been popping since he was 12.
Wayne just got graduated in. He was 12, nigga. He was 12. He had a Birdman and
Graduated
shit.
middle
Like,
school.
he just graduated.
Like-
and that's like, what? No.
All this shit is just extortion.
Oh, God.
True.
Would you do it?
Would I what? Join a gang?
Yeah. Would you put yourself in a position, nigga?
Why?
At 6ix9ine's position?
It's Treyway.
Was it worth it? Would you do it?
Hit
Would
you
I
with the.
put myself in 6ix9ine's situation?
Leave your body stiffy.
Um,
Oh, nigga.
Could you
no,
imagine
I
X
wouldn't do it.
in
I'd
that
be
video?
like,
Huh?
doing that music.
I'll be the biggest blood you'd ever seen.
Treyway. Oh shit!
I'd have like 5 different flags on my arms.
Different color ones too.
Nah, it all be red, but you would see mad different bandanas just going
Oh my
up and down my
gosh.
arms. I'm throwing up every sign there is.
He about to look like he out here. Any young anime watch that over.
Oh my God. I don't know.
I swear to God.
He'll be create
You know
clones
what?
of himself.
Low key.
What?
You know I got some soldiers. So.
Shut up. You have no soldiers.
You ain't got no
I'm
soldiers.
telling you, I got some soldiers.
You don't.
Bro. Okay. You want to meet them?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Bet.
call them up right now.
No.
Exactly.
Crazy?
Ain't
Not
got
on
no
the pod.
soldiers.
Not on the pod. Can't have that on
Got
the
no
pod.
soldiers.
Y'all niggas just don't know I got it like that. That's what it
Hey,
is.
so what if I up the price to like 300? Would you really wax your head?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If we can get 100 views in 3 days, will you wax your head?
Including $300.
Okay. Yeah. You got let your shit grow to like a fro. And
So
just-
no, no, nigga, my scalp is gonna rip off, nigga.
That's
And
$300.
$300 is not gonna
That's what
replace
the
my
300
scalp.
is for,
I'm
nigga.
already bald, nigga.
Man, you ain't about the bread.
Not that bread. Nope.
You a broke nigga. You want to stay broke forever.
Call me what
You want a broke forever chain.
Call me what you want.
It's $300.
You wax your head.
I'm not bald, nigga.
Don't matter. Wax your hair.
$400.
I'm not bald.
You asking me to grow my hair
You
out.
already bald.
Yeah, you asked me to grow my hair out to a fro and wax it.
Is this why you won't have patches no more?
Fuck all that, man.
Damn, we adding
I
right
don't
now.
care.
Shit, where this
I don't
come
care.
from?
I don't care. I'm not growing my hair out and waxing it. You crazy?
For 400?
You talking about following it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it done
You being
there,
real? You being for real?
Yes. To a
Shake-
fro and
shake
just
my-
wax all of it.
Shake my head on camera, nigga.
What's up?
Nah,
All right.
nah, I can't
That's
do
$400.
that. I
400.
can't
Just
wax.
let him do it how it is, like right now. Like
No,
that, like.
nigga, I want to see a
It's
fro.
gonna hurt
That's what I'm saying.
regardless.
No,
It's gonna hurt.
Right, it don't gotta be like a full afro, but like you gotta have something.
He got something.
It's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
A month
No, I'm not walking around like that, nigga.
or a hat, nigga.
No, it's hot outside. Now I'm not wearing.
3 weeks ago.
I'm not growing my hair out for a month. I'm
It's almost a month.
Niggas
I think
gonna
that's
really
as
think I'm.
close as we gonna get.
Niggas gonna think I'm crazy then. Think I'm off.
My name's straight up.
No, seriously. No, seriously. Niggas, I'm like, that nigga's weird. No, I look crazy with my hair grown out.
Man, you pussy.
Come what you want.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's wrap this.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Blackout podcast. If y'all could do us a big favor and go ahead, like, subscribe, and share this. Trying to get as much publicity as this is possible. And like, as always, leave your comments down below. We love to hear the feedback.
Yeah.
See you guys on the next episode.
You've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Like, you know exactly what to say.